Food is at the heart of culture. So when you attack a food system, you're uprooting the political and economic fabric that's at the soul of a people's society. This is exactly what Israel is doing now in Palestine and what the United States did when it colonized the Great Plains. Here's what I mean. The Zionist strategy of controlling food supplies with one hand and waging a genocidal war in the other is the same strategy that American settlers used to take over indigenous lands during their colonial expansion out west. From the 1820s to the end of the 19th century, the US military and settler militias were incentivized to wipe out the American bison, which was a central food resource for many First Nations west of the Mississippi River. Once numbering 30 to 60 million, bison populations were decimated to just a few hundred by 1890. And with no access to the bison, many indigenous people starved, as the US military waged wars that are remembered today for their brutality, including several massacres of innocent women and children. Like what's happening in Palestine, these wars ended with First Nations being forced to sign away their lands to settlers, as they were moved to reservations and were made dependent on food aid rations that were provided to them by their colonizers. And after all of this, America would pioneer another colonial technique that Israelis would later emulate. In the name of conserving the very bison that they had nearly wiped out, America established its first national park, Yellowstone, which gave it the authority to further criminalize indigenous hunting and food gathering practices on once native land by framing these very indigenous practices as threats to the vulnerable species that they once protected. Like America, Israel also uses the concept of national parks and conservation laws to criminalize indigenous ways of life and enforce settler colonial dominance in the West Bank. If you want to see the rest of this video, head to my link in bio where you can subscribe for free or as little as $1 a month on Patreon and watch the rest of my essay on how food is used to win in colonial wars. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see y'all on the next one.